If you've ever played Super Smash Bros, there's an event match mode. Your character has to go through a specific scenario. Some are canon to the characters, some are not. Well, basically, I created an anime version of the event match mode from Super Smash Bros. We're gonna be taking your favorite anime characters, putting them through other canon anime feats from other characters, and seeing how far they can go. Each round win is worth 1 point. Anime Sundays, are you ready?
Let's do it, man.
So we have a bunch of different characters here. Let's see who we get. Oh, so the first character is Boji. All right, so now that we have Boji, we got to find out which event Boji has to go through first. It is all random. Let's see. Oh, wow. Magolor Soul, who is one of the strongest characters on the entire wheel. I think Boji just stops in the first round immediately. There's nothing he can do there.
I feel like he got cheated a little bit. Kirby anime, like, I feel you. But
do you not want to? You don't want to count that?
I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about Kirby or his situation at all. So that's
Kirby,
up to you.
Well, Kirby is pretty broken.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kirby's powerful, but
yeah. But here's the thing, right? There's a bunch of broken anime characters on the chart. So in order to find the scale of, greatness, we had to also make some broken events. Now, this is one of the events that only so few can really pass, because this one is wild. Magolor Soul is up there with the upper dimensions, creating black holes, ripping through galaxies, things of that nature. You gotta pack Boji up in the first round. It's all good though, Boji will keep going later on. Tough for Boji, 0 points. All right, so let's keep going. Okay. Natsu. Now I need to hear your takes on this. Oh, okay. The mission where Bakugo was kidnapped in My Hero Academia. Yeah, Natsu has to rescue Bakugo in that scenario.
I would definitely say if it's more of like what All Might did when he went in there and got Bakugo out of that League of Villains little hideout, I think Natsu's more than capable to do so. If you're saying defeat all for one, I also think he's more than capable to do so.
Yes, absolutely.
So I don't think Natsu's worrying too much here. Now, I mean, they all did work as a team because, they did have to set up, certain pieces in play just to get them to even move Bakugo. Right. From out of hiding. So it would be a little tougher by himself in terms of just literally getting bro, in a light to be saved. But in terms of actually physically being able to do so, yeah, I believe he's more than capable.
Right. Natsu definitely has the speed and the firepower to, characters like Dabi, it would be a no-brainer. Natsu would just go through everybody for the most part. He would obviously have to worry about, I believe Kurogiri with the Warp Gate. But, other than that, though, for the most part, Bakugo is getting saved for sure. So we'll give Natsu 1 point so far. All right, go to the next event. Oh, wow. All right, defeat Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar. Okay.
I think so. It's pretty much most fire users, matched up with Natsu. It's never really a good matchup if you're a fire user.
Unless you're like Shinra.
Yeah, unless you're Shinra and your power goes beyond fire in a sense. But the Fire Lord, again, Natsu already, has the firepower to match him even at the Comet. And then again, he is a Dragon Slayer, so he can eat fire. So at the end of the day, it's like you're really not doing much but just fuel, bro. So over Fire Lord. Fire Lord is definitely, maybe a little bit more of a better martial artist, but at the end of the day, it's like,
he wouldn't really match him.
Especially when you talk about fire benders, in terms of fire users in general, they're mostly kind of on the weaker side in the grand scheme of things, just because of the fact that they can get burned, you know what I'm saying? They have they have a lot of they don't have a high fealty or high durability to fire. Natsu, fire doesn't really affect him, you know what I mean? So
exactly. We're giving Natsu another point here. We're going to the next event. All right, Natsu's got 2 so far. Oh. Oh man, I think I have to stop Natsu here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna make it pretty much. Yeah, he's not. It's really not much you could do here.
Yeah, at this point, you know, this is somebody that was fighting toe to toe with Saitama, and we're talking on a level far beyond what we see Natsu accomplish. Again, people can talk about Natsu, you know, boxing against old tier with the multi-dimensional orbs and everything, but at the end of the day, Cosmic Fear Garo is going through portals. It has gamma ray bursts. Literally him clashing with Saitama is moving the stars and planets around. Like, it's on a different level. You have to be of a certain caliber to be in this type of fight. Natsu is not there. Easily, I'm gonna have Natsu stop. But Natsu got 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Hold on, let's do a bonus round. If I ask Natsu if he can find the 7 Dragon Balls, based on his response, I may give him an extra point. Let's see. I know you're wondering how I could do this. It's actually through the Poly AI app. Poly AI gives you access to talk to a whole bunch of different anime characters, gaming characters, TV show characters, and you can even create your own character. Can I help you? I mean, if he's looking for the Dragon Balls, we should be asking him if he needs help. Can you find all 7 Dragon Balls? He said, of course I can, but why would I? Well, this means he thinks he can hang in the DBZ verse. So there's only one question to ask him.
He not beating Goku. He not beating Goku.
Can you beat Goku though? Well, that depends on the Goku. What you mean? Which Goku are we talking about? The Goku from Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, or the original? We'll be nice. We'll say Dragon Ball Z. That's a little tricky, but I'd say I'd have a decent chance against him. That don't sound confident enough for me, Natsu, so no bonus points. Now, even though we couldn't give Natsu the bonus points there, you see how fun the Poly AI app is. Click the link in the description down below. Use promo code Shonen8 to unlock Poly AI Plus, which comes with a bunch of premium features. Thanks to Poly AI for sponsoring today's video.
All right, next up. Oh, this might just this will just be me, honestly. This is from the Law of Ueki. This is Ueki Kosuke. You know why I added him? Because he's too underrated. A lot of y'all need to find out how tough he really is. So I'm gonna see how far he could really go. Defeat Meruem. Now, in all honesty, I think Ueki from the Law of Ueki could definitely defeat Meruem. Now, a lot of people may be asking, how will he do that? Well, if you're looking at his level 2 talent, it has the ability to literally revert techniques. I think that would be extremely problematic for Meruem. Not only can he use Raika to keep up with his speed, but he has a Kurugane. He can fight from long range and short range. He has Mash, which he's able to trap him. He can defend with Fudo. Like, he has so many different techniques in his arsenal. He has the Flower Whip, he can fly, and he can even use his Mao, which is his teacher, which obviously just takes out all the will from his opponent, is because it's all of Ueki's will itself. It's essentially the Law of Ueki's version of Haki. And I feel like he's an all-around great fighter. I think Meruem would be an issue in, I guess, close range battle, because, you know, Meruem is a very better combatant. But I think overall, Ueki has so many different moves in his arsenal, and if he's able to use his level 2 talent, which allows him to revert techniques, yeah, I'm giving that one to Ueki. So I'm gonna give Ueki 1 point here. All right, next up. Oh, all right. I'll be honest with you.
I
think
GR time stat. What are we talking about?
Emperor Crimson like does like a time skip, but it's through erasure. So he's erasing a section of time. That is something that I feel like Ueki would not necessarily have a counter for. Now, again, he did fight against opponents who had time abilities, right? He fought against Marilyn that was able to turn 1 second into 10 seconds. So 1 second in real time, she slowed it down and was able to, you know, do a lot more moves and be a lot more calculated, right? But she wasn't as strategic as the likes of a Diavolo, right? Diavolo is way smarter than Marilyn was in Law of Ueki. And I feel like somebody with Marilyn's talent should be able to take down Ueki, at least at that point in the series. So I'm going to give the edge to Diavolo there. I think Ueki is definitely powerful, but it's just a little too much on the strategy side. Now, Ueki's very smart as well, but with this stand ability that's able to literally do a time skip through erasure, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna have Ueki stop in with 1 point, which is still good. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. I wasn't expecting him to go super far, but watch the Law of Ueki tap in. Let's see who's up next, man. Okay, Light Yagami. Oh wait, no, it's on Mob. Oh wow, it just got, it went to Mob. It looked like it was Light Yagami. All right, we got Mob. Okay, I'm with that. All right, let's see Mob's event. Ooh, okay. We're talking Kath from the 7 Deadly Sin. We know Kath has the power of chaos. We know that Meliodas and Merlin and Arthur and everybody was fighting Kath at the end. Now, this event, you're only going to have Merlin helping out Mob. Can Mob get the job done and survive against Kath in that moment?
Well, I guess it just depends on if you're saying it's for the same time frame, like, because I believe when they had to survive, what did they just end up doing? Hiding for a certain amount of time until Arthur kind of woke up his abilities? I can't remember exactly what happened. But
well, yeah, because Kath tried to eat them. And, you know, at some point, you know, Arthur turned up because Arthur also has the power of chaos. And that's how he was able to really go crazy. But Merlin was in there helping as well.
Right. Well, I mean, if it's a matter of survival, I mean, I think it just depends on, it just depends on how long is the main thing. Because obviously he can't survive forever, you know, but could he survive as long as like Meliodas and them? I mean, it just depends on what you see. I mean, Mob, I would say his specialty is, you know, defense in a type of situation, in this type of situation, you know what I mean? If in terms of just running, defending, using his power to push, you know, Kath away, and then also he has Merlin's help to kind of keep his wits about him in terms of what they're dealing with. I think it's just a matter of time for sure.
Here's my thing. I think that Mob would need to be in unknown percent to pull something like this off. And the reason why I say that is because we know that in the unknown percent, he was able to literally get rid of Mogami's parallel dimension. Like he literally wiped it away, right? The power of chaos requires that type of power. Now, is it something that he can access on will? I would say no. But in this instance, because Merlin is there, I believe Merlin is smart enough to draw that emotion and that power outside of Mob. Merlin has ways where she's able to, you know, make people stronger, like Arthur, you know, like she's done for other people in the series, Escanor. Merlin has that effect. So I feel like she would be able to help draw that energy out of Mob, get him to that unknown percent, and I feel like he would be able to survive. But I think he would need to be around that level to even compete against chaos, honestly.
I feel like when you say, can he do it at will? I don't think it's that hard for him. I feel like once he just lets go, that's when he starts getting into that triple question mark mode, because he does it so often in the show that I don't feel like it's so hard for him to get to that mode. But I do feel what you're saying. Like, Merlin definitely is the bigger aid to what Mob would need. So yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so we'll give Mob 1 point. All right, let's see what Mob has to do next. Ooh, defeat Mahoraga from JJK.
It's a tough one. Defeat is kind of crazy, because I feel like even when Sukuna had to defeat, bro, it was like end of the line stuff here. You know, Mahoraga just adapts to everything. Mob would have to do something like throw him in space or something. Like, that's the only way I can see him defeating, bro. I would say no.
Right, absolutely. No, you know what? We'll have Mob stop there. Mob has 1 point, which is good. That's good. That's not bad. All right, let's see who's up next.
Ah, damn.
Oh, the Sailor Moon.
Hoping it's free rent, honestly.
I mean, I want a free rent too, honestly. Well, that's why I have certain things up here, right? Solo Victor and Juice from Undead Unluck. This one is interesting. Because
may not.
Well, we know Victor's obviously undead, but Juice as a negator, her ability is on justice.
Oh, okay.
Which
I haven't caught up. So.
Oh, and now in the anime?
Yeah, I only watched like 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. So her ability is on justice, which essentially, like, she can change what you believe is justice, essentially, right? So she can have you turn on your allies, fight your own people, do things like that. I feel like Sailor Moon is obviously way more powerful than Victor and Juice. But from a hacks perspective, can we say that Unjustice would pretty much negate what Sailor Moon's makeup is as a character? That's the real question.
I don't think so, bro. I mean, Sailor Moon has definitely dealt with enemies of mind manipulation and probably of higher caliber. If we're going down the road to say that's kind of what we're relating unjust to, but I mean, again, when you get with characters like Sailor Moon, bro, it's like if you're not even already in the caliber, I don't really see your abilities having an everlasting effect. And then it's also like, yeah, even if she did get it to work for some time, I'm sure it has a limit or duration. I'm sure it's just like, I'm sure eventually when you just look at who has a longer time frame to use their abilities, I would still give it to Sailor Moon, honestly.
So you're doing the DBZ clause, which is you have to have a certain level of AP to even have your abilities
I just
or
feel
your
like,
hacks work on me.
I just feel like, in general, when you talk about hacks to characters who are constantly dealing with hacked out characters, it's like there has to be a certain level of caliber. You know, it's like when you look at like the time stop with Hit, but then you say you may look at like Show's time stop. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're similar abilities, some would say that like it's no contest with Hit because he's already using his ability on such way more powerful characters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To like do a time stop on a Goku or whoever, people who power up and destroy and, you know, shake universes. It's like, it's very similar to Sailor Moon. It's like, we know that, yeah, sure, maybe undead, you know, Andy may still be not necessarily destroyed, but then even then, I still feel like Sailor Moon's probably more powerful attacks would kill Andy. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about erasure existence, things of that nature. So it's like, if you think that her ability will work on Andy, it's like, it's very similar to Unjust. It's like, even if it worked for a little bit, it's like, at some point, I don't see it really changing the tide of the whole battle.
Right.
I still think, I see Sailor Moon still coming out on top, so.
Not mad at the assessment there. Sailor Moon, we will give Sailor Moon 1 point so far. All right, Sailor Moon has 1 point so far. Let's see with the next round. Defeat Grimjow from Bleach. I think Grimjow doesn't even have a chance, honestly.
Yeah,
so
it's not a lot of explanation really needed there.
Yep. So we'll add 1 point to Sailor Moon. Another one. Let's see.
She might get pretty far.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think she is gonna get far. Defeat Esdeath from Akame Got Killed. Clean sweep.
Yeah.
Clean sweep. Doesn't have a chance.
What's the maximum here? Just keep going until the whole wheel is?
Yeah. Take Luffy's pain and Thriller bark.
I would imagine so. I just don't know. I think it's interesting here because what defines the pain tolerance? She can take more damage than Luffy, but I just think if you try to say like, well, she would feel the same amount of pain that Luffy felt.
Well, it would be exactly as Kuma did it. Take Luffy's pain and pass it on to Zoro. It's essentially the same thing.
Right. I got you.
Could she withstand that?
Yeah, I got you. Absolutely. But I think it's interesting because I think it's more just so, what I would be saying is not the same thing. I was thinking it more like if you were saying that she felt like the equal amount of level of pain that Luffy felt, but in terms of like to her though, you know what I mean?
It's just whatever Luffy experienced.
Right.
That's what she's experienced. I know what you're saying now. You're saying that like in her verse, you know, maybe her being hit by a planet is gonna feel like a punch in One Piece or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. But
it would be the same pain that Luffy experienced.
I think she'll be fine. She takes a lot of, she could take a lot of damage, so she should be fine.
Another one.
Yeah, Sailor Moon going.
Sailor Moon's going crazy. All right, another one.
Yeah.
Defeat Daki and Gyutaro with Zenitsu.
Yeah, we gotta give her a minimum points.
Yeah. So we'll do 5. If a character reaches 5 points, then they're safe.
Yeah.
And it looks
Yeah, I
like
think so.
Sailor Moon has just reached 5. So
Yeah, can you imagine though, like Sailor Moon in the battle with Tengen, like fear not.
yeah, those characters have no shot. Next up. All right, Light Yagami, finally. All right, let's go. All right, so we have Light Yagami up. Let's see how far he goes. Defeat Fairy Heart Zeref from Fairy Tail. I mean,
Not seeing it.
I mean, yeah. I don't think you can write his name down fast enough.
He can't even die.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
He was trying to die half the show. He wanted Natsu to kill him like half the show.
yep. So Light is sitting on 0 points, a goose egg. Next up. We have Deku.
Put my fries in the bag, bro. No, I was kidding.
Yo, you're crazy. Okay, pass the Royal Knights selection exam in Black Clover. So with this scenario, we all remember how that went down.
Well, he just has. It depends on what team he's on.
Right, exactly. I was going to do in this scenario, just because we have Deku, is give him a team of Class 1A members. So it's gonna be, you know, Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and alike. Can they get through that scenario where everybody was at that time during the Royal Knight selection?
I definitely believe so. I feel like it was.
Langris was moving wicked in that Royal
Yeah,
Knight
but
selection.
I mean, Deku now is pretty powerful, so I wouldn't knock
Absolutely.
it. But also, I feel like giving him Todoroki and Bakugo, I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like if he's, I feel like you would just give him other knights in Black Clover. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, but then which team would you add him to?
I mean,
right? 'Cause then it
I
would
feel like
be-
any team. I feel like any team, maybe besides.
See, that's the thing, though.
Goal is to destroy the crystal. If he's with other magic knights, because there are magic knights that he is stronger than that are in this exam. So
Absolutely.
it's like, I feel like if you're gonna say that, say you just randomly put him on a team, I feel like he has just as much of a good chance of passing as like somebody who got off kind of scot-free with a strong team. You know what I'm saying? Because wasn't Mimosa in it? Like, wasn't like.
Or do you think he could? You think he could survive on any team?
I feel like his chance. I feel like if you're saying a Mimosa, did Mimosa's team survive? Who else is kind of weak?
I was gonna give him his team from his verse.
That would make it. I feel like that would give him a huge disadvantage though, because I feel like he's the rest of the people in his verse really can't hang in terms of. Percentage wise with the other magic knights, you feel me? I feel like Deku's kind of in like the pretty much like, if you want to say like, you know, what's the 50-50 split, I feel like he's on like the 55 maybe 60% side of like the strong characters, you feel me? Especially at this time, because we know Asta's not that strong here.
Right.
Like Asta and Yuno are very powerful, don't get me wrong, but
But that's what I'm saying. But that's my point to you. It's at this time in Black Clover, right? At this time in Black Clover, we're not looking at what Asta was doing against Dante and what Asta's doing in the manga. We're just talking about specifically at this moment, Deku as he is now. I think Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki?
I don't know. I still think Asta and Yuno are still stronger than Deku at this time.
To where Deku is now?
Yeah, I don't know about the manga again because I don't know, you know, how much more powerful he is, but Deku's still not prime All Might level, and I still feel like you'd have to be at least regular All Might level to hang with a Yuno at this time. Like, Yuno at this time, Fairy, Takeover with fighting against Real.
Yeah, he beat Real.
In the sky. Like, Deku is still, I still don't think Deku is that. Like, right now, yeah, maybe like if you said Shigaraki for the sake of Shigaraki's ability, but I don't think that Deku at this time is like still stronger than an Asta and Yuno. I think he's stronger than a Mimosa. He can hang with a lot of cats, but I don't think, if you look at the top 5 people in the Magic Knight exam at that time, right? It was probably Asta, Yuno, Real, Langris, and who else? Who else was in?
Maybe Luck?
Okay, Luck. But you still do have guys from Fugalion's side and etc. So,
All right. Let's give Deku 1 point so far.
if you say Bakugo, Todoroki, and him are a team, I feel like then they wouldn't win.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. He's
Yeah,
cooked here.
so,
He had a great run. Deku is going to stop with 1 point because he has no chance against Cosmic Fear Garo. Next up. Ooh, okay. I kind of like this. All right. We have Gon Freaks from Hunter. Let's see what he has first. Oh, win cell games. Oh man. Well, you know,
they could have said at least like survive a Cell Junior something, but yes, terrible.
Terrible, man. Oh man, I want to go further, honestly. All right, yeah, that's tough. Gon's at 0 points. Next up. Okay, Melly. There we go. Got Meliodas. Win Greed Island. Hunter. I think he could get it done. You know, this is about collecting cards, and I don't believe there's anybody in there that can really.
Well, yeah, this should be fine. This is like barely any Nen training going here. You know, gone and kill with 2 days in training, running through, you know, half the island.
Yeah, they beat Genthru and all these other people. Yeah. Easy point for Meliodas here.
What we got? Yeah, they just putting Melly in the Hunter verse.
Yeah, I guess so. Learn Nen. So this is more of an IQ event. Do we think Meliodas has the IQ to learn Nen abilities?
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard. I mean, it's the master of, you know, demon magic here right now. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna struggle with too much. I feel like you already have to just have some type of aptitude to just control the commandments in your body.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying? So
I completely agree with you. Yeah, Meliodas is definitely fine here. Defeat Show from Fire Force.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Well, Show's ability, he pretty much slows down time to like almost 0, but not exactly. But yeah, I think Meliodas is too powerful.
All you have to do is be light speed, and you can get through it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could get Meliodas pretty close. I mean, I would say he's at least light speed.
Give Meliodas another point. Defeat Ayanokoji in chess from Classroom of the Elite.
It's cooked. He's done.
Oh man. Yeah,
He's
I completely agree with you. I don't think he has a chance.
Should have said Merlin or somebody.
Man.
And then even then, I don't even watch Classroom Elite, and I still wouldn't put my chips in Merlin's hands, honestly.
Meliodas has 3 points. He made it pretty far. Eren from AOT. Okay, passed the provisional licensing exam in My Hero Academia.
So that's when they fought the other teams, right? The other schools.
Yeah. And we know Todoroki and Inasa did fail. And Bakugo, I believe, because, you know, teamwork does matter in this type of scenario. Somebody like Eren, does he have teamwork?
Well, what powers does he have here? Are we saying, I guess?
Well, we give access to the rumbling. We'll give him the founding attack titan.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. As well, the hero licensing exam, right? It does check on your combat ability, but it also checks on your ability to rescue people and work in a team. Can Eren do that?
Well, it's not like he doesn't know how to save people. It's just that is he gonna be on a team? Are we saying he's with UA, or are we saying he's with Inasa's high school? Because, you know, it's not like they were by themselves.
Right. Well, in this scenario, we'll treat it as you treated the Royal Knights exam, right? So they're gonna be all. So I mean, he's gonna be joining a team, essentially, a school.
I feel like if it comes down to
this is tough because
well, I mean,
Eren don't like to work with anybody at some point.
It's not about working together. I mean, you think about when Eren's abilities aren't really made for saving people. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he would have to like go out his way to try to think about saving people, but he has done a lot for his people, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to Paradise and, you know, the members of his squad, especially when they attacked Marley the first time, you know.
I know it's tough though. It's tough.
I'm gonna say no.
Right.
He would fail just simply because, one, I don't think his abilities are really made for saving people that well. Not to say that he couldn't save people with his abilities, but also, two, it's like, even when they attacked Marley, the scouts were looking out for each other.
Right.
In a sense. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of letting Eren do his thing, and then they were like, well, we're going to try to do our best to, save whoever, stop Peak, stop the beast type, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. But no, I don't see him working with the other UA characters to keep casualties low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely agree with that, honestly. I think Eren is... First off, he would have to nerf himself throughout the entire exam, essentially. He couldn't use the rumbling. There's certain techniques he couldn't use because just collateral damage.
Yeah, and then there's no other Titans there to control.
Yeah, it would be bad. It would be bad to have Eren in that type of...
Now, if you were saying he was doing Gang Orca's job, that might be an interesting topic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got to defeat Eren, but...
All right, Eren has 0 points. Okay. Ash Ketchum.
Oh, boy.
The world champion himself, Ash Ketchum. Let's see. Oh.
Does he have any legendary Pokemon, or what?
I mean, who are the strongest Pokemon that Ash has ever had in his arsenal?
I don't know. You gotta tell me, bro. I thought he had a couple legendaries, or at least was friends with a couple of them. I don't know.
I mean, which Pokemon could defeat Boros is the real question.
I would say there's a couple legendary Pokemon that could probably defeat Boros, bro.
Like Arceus.
Yeah, well, what's old boy that can...
Arceus probably can.
I don't know all my Pokemon, bro. But
Deoxys?
I was just looking at another Pokemon that could mess with reality, but...
I think Arceus would be able to do it.
I don't know, bro. It just depends if you say they under Ash, you know? I mean, Boros is still hard to kill, though, regardless.
Of course, because he can regen. Yeah, I mean, Ash has a Lucario. He did have a Mewtwo.
Yeah, I don't think Mewtwo can hang with Boros.
You ain't gonna give him the Mewtwo love? All right, well, Ash is cooked.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I mean, if Ash had Arceus, which is obviously impossible, but if Ash had like Arceus, then I'll probably give it to him. But yeah, nah. We have Kafka from Kaiju number 8. Okay, let's see what he has to do. Oh my gosh.
Is that find the One Piece?
Find the One Piece. Oh man. All right.
Well, I feel like
let's talk about this.
Yeah, but I feel like since only one person ever did it, I feel like, it just depends on what you're saying, like how far he'll get.
Yeah, how far will he go? Will he be in that?
Is he an endgame One Piece level character?
Right, exactly. Now we're asking the right questions.
Well, I don't read the manga, so I'm not sure how much stronger he gets. If you say right now in the anime, I mean, I wouldn't really I don't think Kafka could beat Luffy. Right.
New World or pre-time skip? Or are you saying right now?
Right now.
Yeah, of course not. Not right now.
So it's like...
But do you think he's strong enough to at least be in the New World?
Well, I mean... Oh, in the New World? I mean... Yeah, he's pretty powerful, especially in that that rage mode that we saw. Kafka's pretty strong, especially now that we know his durability can really be like that too. In terms of just moving his core around, he reassembled himself around his core. You know what I mean?
Right. He definitely
can hang in the New World. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I bet you he'd get up after getting hit by Shanks.
Oh nah, that's crazy. Wow.
So, I mean,
Wow. Captain Kidd catching the stray.
I was just saying, man, if that's the bar, to be in the new world, to defeat a Yonko is Kid.
Yeah.
I mean, Kafka can hang.
But we don't think he's getting to the level of a Yonko.
Nah, because,
if he has a pirate.
Nah, he's not making, unless in the manga he gets, like, significantly way stronger, which, again, I don't know. Which, I would imagine he gets stronger.
Right.
But, I mean...
But within the verse, even the threats that they are hinting towards, there's stronger kaiju out there and everything. I don't think
I feel like
anything that they have really is going to, I guess, mess with some Yonko level characters or some of the higher admirals. But
I wouldn't knock a kaiju being able to destroy the kaiju world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the kaiju are often seen as kind of like close to apocalyptic type characters. Like, if enough of them start to roam, or if one gets real powerful, he could devastate nations, maybe the whole world. So I don't think it's crazy to say that, there may be a kaiju coming that could be a planetary threat. I don't think that's crazy.
Right.
Just in terms of, now that's an assumption though, you know what I mean? Right now, I'll say no. I'll say I don't think he can get to that last island.
He's not getting to Laugh Tale.
But what do I say that there may be threats in his world that may be comparable? I could see it because, we're only in season 1 and, kaiju number 2 was definitely, a country level threat, you know what I mean? Nation level threat. So it's like, if that's how we're starting, I don't see it being out of the realm of possibility.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, but I don't think he makes it though.
We'll go Kafka, 0 points. All right, let's do one more here.
Boom, Rimuru.
All right, so we have Rimuru here.
Survive the Shinobi Alliance. I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna say yeah. I don't know about light novel Rimuru, so I'm not gonna try to say, web novel Rimuru is, XYZ Goku level. But I would definitely say that from what we've seen him do to even become a demon lord, I don't think it'd be a problem for him. He literally wiped out a whole army with one move before he was even a demon lord. And then now, of course, with the crazy plethora of unique skills that he's acquired, even with Naruto there, I don't see them taking the dub. 5 Kage, his biggest thing would probably be like maybe endurance, stamina, because again, he did fight old girl again in the new season, and it was a draw pretty much. So it's not like he can't be stopped. But I don't know if the 5 Kage have what it takes. Now, you saying Naruto and Sasuke trying to seal him? Well, I don't even know if you can seal Rimuru, honestly. You could just eat it.
Well, that's where I was going to go.
Yeah,
I think Rimuru was on a completely different level.
Yeah. I think combat-wise, he's very close to Naruto and Sasuke in terms of fighting. But I think when it comes to just all his other hacks, it should be no problem, for real.
Yeah. Okay, so we will give Rimuru 1 point so far. All right, defeat the Rock's pirate. You get to pick either Roger or Garp as an ally.
I'm gonna say yeah, man. If I think he defeats the Shinobi Alliance,
with either Roger or Garp, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They probably need Roger or Garp's help, honestly.
That's 2 points for Rimuru. He gets past that. Defeat Pain from Naruto. I say yes, absolutely. Another point. Defeat Irene from Fairy Tail. You have that?
I agree. No, absolutely. I mean, her magic, it's got, a lot of limits to it. But no, yeah, he should have no problem, for real.
Okay. So Rimuru is at 4 points. Stop the rumbling.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so, absolutely.
So Rimuru, yeah, we're gonna give Rimuru 5 points here.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
5 points maxed out. Rimuru, and listen, I'm not surprised if you look at the score sheet here. I'm not surprised who got maxed out and who stayed on a goose egg. And you know, I think it makes sense. All right, so as you guys can see here, we have a bunch of characters left, and we still have a bunch of events to unlock. So you guys let us know down in the comment section below if you want to see a part 2 to this video, and we will give even more characters to the chart, and we will add even some more events that you guys want us to add. Remember, they must be canon anime feats. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.